Good timers, it looks like there's been a shift. For decades, the NBA owned Christmas Day like it was their birthright. 5 marquee games packed with superstar matchups, buzzer beaters, and plenty of holiday cheer defined sports TV for the holiday season. Families would unwrap gifts in the morning, enjoy a meal, and then settle into the couch to watch LeBron James, Steph Curry, or Kevin Durant light up the court. It was a tradition, as much a part of Christmas Day as Santa or eggnog. But in recent years, the NFL has disrupted this dominance, staking its claim as the new king of Christmas sports television. How did this happen? Let's break it down, in depth, and even throw in some Netflix and Beyoncé comparisons for context. For the NBA, Christmas Day was. Since 1947, the league has showcased its best teams and most compelling storylines on December 25th. The Christmas Day games evolved into a marquee moment for fans to see the top talents in the league go head-to-head. It wasn't just about the games themselves. It was about setting the tone for the NBA's midseason narrative. It became the league's unofficial way of saying, "We're here, and we're the main event today." Consider some iconic moments. 1979 rookie Magic Johnson's Lakers took on Larry Bird's Celtics, sparking what would become the league's most iconic rivalry. 2004, Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal faced off for the first time after their dramatic breakup in Los Angeles. 2016 Kyrie Irving's buzzer beater lifted the Cavaliers over the Warriors in an NBA Finals rematch. For fans, it was a consistent tradition. You didn't have to think twice. Christmas meant NBA basketball. The games were competitive, the storylines dramatic, and the star power undeniable. The league built its holiday programming into a product with cultural cachet, much like how Netflix disrupted traditional cable TV with binge-worthy original shows like But the NFL is, quite simply, a juggernaut. It dominates the American sports landscape with an iron grip. Sunday afternoons, Monday nights, Thursday nights, you name it, the NFL owns it. Football is in a way that few other live sports can claim, and now the NFL has made Christmas Day football a regular part of its schedule. This wasn't always the case. The NFL's foray into Christmas games started sporadically. Prior to 2021, the league occasionally hosted a game on Christmas Day if it happened to fall on a weekend. These games were more of a novelty than a serious play for audience dominance. But by 2021, the NFL realized the potential of Christmas football, and they came in swinging. In 2022, the league scheduled 3 games on Christmas Day. Unlike the NBA's model of spreading games out across the day, the NFL strategically slotted games to maximize viewership. With only 3 time slots, early afternoon, late afternoon, and evening, the NFL ensured that each game was a standalone event with playoff implications. This approach allowed the NFL to create a sense of urgency and exclusivity that the NBA's all-day marathon of games sometimes lacks. Football isn't just a sport in America, it's a cultural phenomenon. The NFL is consistently the most watched sports league in the country, and its games dominate television ratings. For context, the Super Bowl routinely draws over 100 million viewers, while the NBA Finals typically averages around 12 million. This disparity underscores the sheer scale of the NFL's influence. When the NFL decided to prioritize Christmas, it wasn't hard for them to draw viewers away from the NBA. For casual sports fans, the stakes of an NFL game, with playoff implications, are far more compelling than a mid-season NBA matchup. Football games are fewer in number, making each one feel more significant. Basketball, by contrast, has an 82-game season, so a single game in December often feels less important. The NFL is a master of scheduling. Unlike the NBA, which often features 5 games that overlap throughout the day, the NFL's Christmas games are staggered. Fans don't have to choose between games. They can watch all 3 without missing a moment. The NFL also leverages its ability to flex schedule, choosing matchups that are most compelling as the season unfolds, to ensure maximum excitement. NFL games in late December often carry playoff implications, making them must-watch events. Fantasy football leagues are also in their playoffs during this time, adding another layer of engagement for fans. By contrast, the NBA's Christmas games are regular season contests which, while entertaining, don't have the same level of urgency. This high-stakes drama is akin to a surprise Beyoncé album drop. You don't want to miss it because it feels like a cultural event. The NBA's Christmas games, while fun, often lack that sense of immediate consequence. As Netflix disrupted traditional TV, the NFL is disrupting the NBA's Christmas dominance. In today's media landscape, where attention spans are short and streaming platforms reign supreme, viewers are drawn to events that feel monumental. The NFL's games provide that sense of gravitas. They're not just games, they're events that demand your attention. The NBA, meanwhile, sometimes struggles to generate the same level of buzz. With so many games in a season, even a marquee matchup can feel less impactful. For younger audiences who prioritize big moments and storylines, the NFL's one-and-done weekly format feels more engaging. The NFL knows how to market its product. It's not just about the games, it's about the spectacle. From the halftime shows to the pre-game analysis, the NFL turns every game into a narrative-driven event. This approach mirrors Beyoncé's mastery of performance. Everything is meticulously crafted to maximize impact. While the NBA has incredible star power, the league hasn't always capitalized on it as effectively. Recent Christmas games have featured great players, but not all matchups have the same level of draw. For example, a LeBron versus KD matchup will always be must-see TV, but not every game on the schedule can replicate that level of star power. To reclaim its Christmas throne, the NBA needs to adapt. Here are some strategies the league could consider. The NBA's current 5-game slate might be overkill. By focusing on 2 or 3 marquee matchups, the league could create a greater sense of urgency. Spacing out the games, similar to the NFL's approach, could also help. The NFL excels at creating narratives around its games. The NBA should lean into its rivalries and star storylines more effectively. Promoting games as battles between iconic players or teams with deep history could generate more buzz. The NBA might consider experimenting with new time slots or even international games on Christmas Day. A high-profile game in Europe or Asia could attract global audiences and set the NBA apart. The NFL's games often feel like a natural extension of the holiday, with festive broadcasts and halftime shows. The NBA could enhance its Christmas programming with more holiday-themed content and collaborations with musicians, influencers, and brands to capture younger audiences. The NFL's takeover of Christmas sports is a testament to its unparalleled popularity and savvy strategy. The league saw an opportunity to disrupt the NBA's long-held holiday tradition and executed it flawlessly. For the NBA, the challenge now is to innovate and find ways to reclaim its place as the centerpiece of Christmas sports. Much like how Beyoncé and Netflix reshaped their respective industries by understanding their audience and delivering high-impact moments, the NBA must evolve to meet the changing expectations of fans. The Christmas Day throne may not be completely lost, but it's clear the league will need to fight harder than ever to earn it back. Let's see how this situation develops, good timers. It's going to be interesting to watch. Charlie out.